Don't worry. I'm fine, love. I just have a lot on my mind is all. How the bloody hell did you know that? I should have known I can't hide anything from you. Aye, I was thinking about him. Oh well. About what I've thought of him for all these years. I realised I'd been an arse. It raised me. Taught me everything he knew. Those lessons kept me alive and in truth helped lead me to you. All this time I held a grudge against him because of how he died. The man who gave up any chance of a life of his own. And he did that for me. And I don't think I truly appreciated it. I never bothered to consider the price that he paid, or all it cost him. And what's worse is, I let my bitterness make me forget all the good moments. All because I convinced myself that he saw me as a burden. You're right, and I didn't realise just how badly a part of me has wanted to until now. You know, he'd really have liked you. Probably would have smacked the back of my head and joked about how you were too good looking for the likes of me. And he'd have had all the right to. I think I might take you up on that offer, love. I can't ever thank him for what he did. But I can. I can damn well make sure that he's never forgotten. Aye. Do you have something specific in mind that you want to be hearing this time? Story from when I was young. Oh yeah, I've got one. Let's see. I couldn't have been more than 5 winters or so. We'd been hunting and Brynjar had gone into the bushes to, do his business, if you know what I mean. So I was wandering about and bored out of my mind waiting, and I heard a noise coming from under some boulders. At that age I was a bit too curious for my own good, eh? So I crawled in and I pulled out this fucking hissing and growling tiny ball of fluff. Now, you should know that I'd been wanting a pet for a long time. So I was pretty fucking excited, and I couldn't wait to show Brynjar that I'd finally caught one for myself. I got about halfway back to where he was, only to hear him roaring my name. And I looked up, and he was coming at me with his pants half done up. And when he reached me, he snatched that thing out of my hands and tossed it behind me. And the next thing I knew, he had me under his arm like a sack of potatoes. Brynjar, well, he took off running again faster than I'd ever seen him move in my life. I'd found a fucking saber cat's kitten and its ma had found me. She'd been coming up behind me. Luckily, Brynjar reached me first and I'd distracted her with her own cub. After that, she was too busy with it to keep chasing after us. Well, once it felt like he'd ran halfway across fucking Skyrim with me tucked under his arm, he finally stopped to catch his breath. I'll never forget it. He stood up, put his hands on his hips, and gave me the biggest fucking glare I'd ever seen, and said, "Was a good thing I'd already finished, Kaidan, otherwise I'd have just shite me pants for sure, lad." Then he burst out fucking laughing. Ah. Aye, he was. And no, thank you, love. You're helping me remember him, and I'm glad of it. Brynjar might have made some mistakes at the end, but I've done a lot fucking worse. It was all I had for most of my life, and I don't want to be letting myself forget that again.